All right. Well, good morning. Well, good morning. Hopefully everybody's excited to be here. I'm excited. This is my... Is it? I'm old. So don't remind me of my birthday. All right. Samuel chapter 5 was only 12 verses. Did everybody read Samuel chapter 5? Hands in the air. Nice. Everybody's getting into it and participating. Okay. We have a very special Bible visitor this week. Very special. And he's got a story to tell us out of 1 Samuel chapter 5. And he just arrived. He's moving slowly. He's obviously in some discomfort.
No, I can stand. It's okay.
Are you sure?
No, I stand.
You don't want to sit down? You could use your...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You going to be okay?
Are you sure we can't stand?
Nice to meet you. What is your name?
Oh, I am the high priest of Dagon.
The high priest of Dagon. That's what the Bible says in chapter 5. Let's review real quick. Thanks for coming to Town Center Baptist and sharing your... Are you going to be okay?
I'll be fine.
You got a very nice fish on the top of your head. Yeah.
It's Dagon.
So chapter 4, the Philistines, they defeated Israel. Lots of men were killed. The 2 sons of Eli were killed.
Yeah, great victory.
Great victory.
Wonderful.
Eli died, but you guys also captured the Ark of God. And you thought that was a good idea. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, we took it. We took it away from them as a trophy.
And it says in the Philistines, and this is what it says in verses 1 and 2, and the Philistines took the Ark of God and brought it from Ebenezer unto Ashdod, where the Philistines took the Ark of God, and they brought it into the house of Dagon. Some people say Dagon. We say Dagon. They brought it into the house of Dagon, and now Dagon is your god.
Yes.
This massive...
Wonderful. Massive.
This massive statue, and...
Definitely not broken.
Definitely not broken,
Yeah.
and history says that he's basically like a half fish, half man.
Yeah.
So you guys take this Ark of God into your god, Dagon. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, so we had this great victory. We took the Ark of the Covenant as a trophy out of battle. We're like, we did it. We won. You know, our great god Dagon is better than all the other gods. And we brought it in there. We placed it in the special room in the temple. That's where I work. And we brought it there. And then we had a wonderful celebration. But we came in the next morning. And the big, great statue of Dagon, it fell down in the middle of the night, and it was kind of doing a face plant down kind of eerily in front of this Ark of the Covenant. And we thought, I didn't notice any earthquake in the night when I was sleeping, but, that must have been what happened. So we just propped it back up, and dusted it off, and it's all good. Everything's fine. And then went about our day, and then we were all back to bed the next evening.
Okay, so you came in and he was basically face down in front of the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
Basically in a worship.
Totally normal. Big statues, they fall over all the time.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys come back the next day to see how Dagon's doing and how your little trophy, the Ark of the Covenant's doing. And you go in. What do you find on day 2?
Well, we went in there and the statue had fallen over again, but this time the hands were cut off down on the palms were down on the ground, and the head came off too. And so that's all laying down there once again in front of the Ark of the Covenant. I was like, well, this is a little spooky this time. We were like, well, we better get some super glue in here, and we gotta get this thing fixed up. But So, just put some tar on it, stick those hands back on it, Someone tried to do it upside down. I'm like, no, it's this way.
Yeah, it doesn't say you guys did that, but it does say that Dagon's hands were cut off, his head was cut off, and all that was left was his stump.
Yeah, we made a decision then. We're like, we're not going to come back in here. We're not going to cross this certain threshold over here where the head and the hands fell onto. We're like, this place is haunted. We're something like that. We're not going back in there.
Yeah, it says actually that you guys, no one's been in there unto this day.
Yeah, we don't go in that room anymore.
You don't go into okay, so Dagon's gone. Okay, but now real trouble comes. Said the hand of the Lord was heavy upon Ashton, and he destroyed them and smote them with emerods.
Oh, yeah, I got a bad case of that now, yeah. Yeah, I'll come here. I'll tell you about it. Come here.
Oh,
that's what they are.
Okay,
yeah.
So emerods. We just preach what the Bible says, and basically, hemorrhoids is an archaic word for hemorrhoids.
Yeah, we did that.
So the hand of the Lord smote the land with hemorrhoids.
Yeah, everybody started getting them all over.
Okay, so now they sin. Now the Bible says that you guys sin for all the lords of the Philistines to find out what. Now you guys are all hurting pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you don't want this ark anymore, so you guys get together, all the lords of the Philistines, and you guys all had a big old discussion.
We had a meeting and we talked it over with the lords of the Philistines. That's like our bosses, they're running the country and stuff. And we're like, everybody's suffering from these hemorrhoids, and it's getting pretty bad, and people are even dying and stuff over this. This is a bad case of them. So we're like, we got to do something about this.
So verse 10 says, you guys sent the ark of God to Ekron, and it came to pass as the ark of God came to Ekron, that the Ekronites cried out, saying that they have brought about the ark of God of Israel to us to slay us and our people.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you guys heard what the Lord did to the Egyptians.
Yeah, we came to the conclusion that maybe it's not a good thing for us to keep this thing. Things have been getting bad and everything since we brought it into town, so we figure we're going to send it to someone else. Get that thing out of here. And, we remember that bad stuff that happened in Egypt, years ago and everything. We still remember everything that happened to them. And hey, we don't want any part of that, so we're getting this thing out of here.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
A lot of plagues.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if you can stand up,
thank you.
Your time's here done. Thank you, Mr. High Priest Fish God. So let's read the last two verses, and then we'll go into chapter 6 next week. Verse 11, so they sent and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines and said, send away the ark of God of Israel and let it go again to his own place, that it slay us not and our people. For there was a deadly destruction throughout all the city, and the hand of God was very heavy there. And the men that died not were smitten with the emerods, and the cry of the city went up to heaven. So it was, if you can play that video in your mind, it was probably quite a scene. Next week, the story continues in 1 Samuel chapter 6.
You've been listening to a message from the pulpit of Town Center Baptist Church in Happy Valley, Oregon. We invite you to come visit us at 10505 Southeast 85th Avenue in Happy Valley. If we can be of help to you, please call us at 503-659-4494. We wish you God's very best.